Let's show you guys here what I had sold on eBay. This is all eBay orders. Hey, I sold these cassette tapes. Holy mother of God, I'm getting old. That whole lot of cassette tapes that I got at that storage unit. These were kind of the leftovers, the scraps, I guess you can call them. Stuff that I didn't really feel like it was necessary to sell them individually or lot up onesie-twosie artists or throw on Amazon. So there were 73 cassette tapes in here in all. It included, you know, standard cassette tapes, singles, and just loose stuff like this. Broke it all down in the listing, you know, told people exactly what they were getting. And this sold for $45, shipped and going to Ohio. Move that over there. All right, let's get into here. We sold some hats. Here's a Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, like Viking fan, wee, and on the Packers. Mesh trucker snapback. It's not a vintage hat by all means. It's, what was that? Something broke out of there. Strange. Not a vintage hat by all means, just kind of a recent hat, maybe past 5-6 years. And had this forever. Just wanted to get rid of it. So what I'm trying to do right now, a lot of my stuff on my eBay that's under like 15 bucks, I'm really just trying to get rid of it. You know, it's just one of those things where I just have so much stuff. And if I can make a couple of bucks on it here and there, that works by me, right? So we sold that for $6.53, shipped. Here's another one. This is a brand new Chicago White Sox, kind of a cool looking like neon green hat. It's 47 is the brand here, and snapback hat, brand new, sold for $13.01. Had $1 in that from my little snapback shorts. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, here, had this shirt forever. This is a Chicago Bears, just plain old. It's probably the general NFL red tag. That was this shirt. Nothing special. It's just the Bears, Windy City, the Monsters of the Midway. Nothing crazy. Sold this for $6.55. Diamond Rio concert tour T-shirt, size medium, 2003. This sold for $13.05. Here's a 1977 Queen T-shirt. It's a retro repop T-shirt. It kind of looks, if you're looking at this, you might say, "Oh my God, I found an original 77 Queen shirt." It's not. You could tell a lot of times with the graphics on this stuff where they make it look like it's worn. I mean, the tag, it looked like it was, you can't even see what's on the tag. So it looks like it's old, but it really, at the end of the day, it's not. So it's a reproduction shirt. And this sold for $13 shipped. And then this one was an interesting thing I want to talk about. This is a 1997 Mace. Remember him with Puff Daddy and Bad Boys, Bad Boys. It's a vintage T-shirt from '97, and I had this up for $195 with best offer on eBay, and a guy offered me $50 for it, like within 3 days of me listing it. And so I just looked at his feedback and just was seeing what was going on with this guy. Because I'm like, oh, $50, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, I did pay $1 for it at a thrift store. So I just looked at his feedback. I don't know if you guys ever do this. If you do, leave a comment down below. But looked at his feedback, and he was a seller himself, and he was selling like $80 Michael Kors purses, left and right. I'm like, man, this guy can afford to pay up for this shirt, right? So I countered offer him at $100, and he just declined it, you know, didn't accept it. And then he came through, offered me $85 for it, and that's where this shirt sold for. So $85, not too bad of a flip for $1 investment at a thrift store. Moving on to some Etsy's, here's what I've got here. This is a 1991 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles head dropping Leo, just a loose action figure here, nothing crazy at all. And this sold for $9 shipped. $9. Here is a 33 1/3. It's a Wonderful Life Walt Disney Disneyland record, vinyl record. See Hear Read, and this one sold for $11. What else do we have? Oh, sold this Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco, California, mesh trucker snapback hat. Got the foam in the inside there. Nothing crazy to that. Got $15 shipped for that one. Next one is 1983 Chicago White Sox Division Champions mesh trucker snapback hat. It's got the foam on the inside as well. Pretty good condition. And this sold for $30.88. And the last Etsy item for today, ladies and gentlemen, is a 90s Chicago Bulls, like Looney Tunes vintage t-shirt from probably like the late 90s. It was a youth small. or no, it was youth large. So I marketed towards adult small because of the measurements and everything of that nature. And this sold, looks like they used a coupon code. This sold for $18.40. So I showed you guys this before. It's a PS3 Azura's Wrath. Little secret clearance deal I found. I think I paid $3 or $4 or $5 for that. I don't remember. Grabbed a bunch of them. They're selling out. $19.49. This is all Amazon, by the way. Hey, we're in the green on the storage units. Just off a couple of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items. Here's a Dookie Green Day cassette tape. And Mike Nagel, no, these does not sell for $40. Oh, it sold for $40 used. No, dude. Maybe one day a long time ago, Mr. H. Awesome B. But sold this for $10.94. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. This cassette tape sold, God, I can't read this, $8.94 on Amazon. That came out of that storage unit as well. Sold the book from the storage unit, Dancing with the Wheel, the Medicine Wheel Workbook. So there was a lot of interesting books that were in the storage unit. A lot of Southwest books, Indian-related books, a lot of like horror books, like Dracula type stuff. Majority of the stuff wasn't, I've listed everything pretty much already for media-wise, but the other stuff, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. We'll see. This one sold for $6.19. Oh, gosh, stuff everywhere. And then the last item here is a Kenny Rogers, The Gambler, vinyl LP record. And this sold on Amazon for $7 shipped. So we're going to package this up. That's what I have for today. Going to be hitting a couple thrift stores maybe. Doing some toy hunting for Amazon, that's for sure. That's hopping and popping right now. If you know which items to look for, if that's the type of business you're in, whether you're doing merchant filled or FBA. Yeah, hi, I'd like to order a pizza. All right, I think I just hit a jackpot coming out of the old Salvation Army. So, hit the Salvation Army and a Goodwill. I'll show you guys next exactly what I got. Enjoying a Ballast Point beverage here. Excellent brew here. Really like this beer. Let's move on to what I picked up. This is from Goodwill, and paid a total of $21.38. So let me show you guys here. Just a Crystal Method CD. I picked this up for myself. I used to have this back in the day. Figured I need some driving music. Picked up 4 of these Maxell 120s, high 8 camcorder tapes. PlayStation 2, Superman Shadow of a Crop Apocalypse. These aren't worth very much. I just picked them up just to have them, some inventory. PlayStation 2, Maximo Ghosts to the Glory. And then here, right? So I've got 3 of these. 1, 2, and there's one underneath here. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. This is what it said in here. So I was the first one at my Goodwill. And I'm telling you guys, you know, if Goodwill's got a bunch of stuff in bulk, always try to work out a deal. So I asked the lady there, I said, you know, what would you sell me if I wanted to buy all these? And she goes, well, I don't know. She goes, I have to count them. I said, are you going to count them to tell me that, you know, this is going to be all these discs you counted plus, you know, times 99 cents? And she's like, yeah. I said, well, you know, I'm really interested in buying all these rather than them just kind of sitting there and people picking over them. And she goes, well, let me get my manager on the phone. Then she got the manager on the phone. And because there's no price on these individually. It was just you got to buy the discs, right? So they came back and said $2.99 each. And I said, $2.99? She goes, yeah. I said, for each one. So $9. She goes, yeah. I said, perfect. Done deal. there's a ton, guys. I mean, there's probably over, this holds 250, this holds 200. I don't know how many are in here. Yeah, these are only all disc only, but you know they're gonna make me some money. There's no doubt about it. So there's some titles in here that I just glanced at. There's a couple like horror films that were worth some money, but yeah, this is gonna bring me some good coin here. So I'm gonna get these listed on Amazon. Maybe I'll lot some up. We'll go from there. But let me show you guys what I got here at Salvation Army. As always, I forgot something on the floor. This is a 12-pack of sealed Maxell VHS tapes here. Just looked it up on Amazon. It was like 45 bucks or something like that. So that should do pretty well. It was ranked, I think, 22 or something. So, yeah, total of all this was $21.38. And now I'll show you the Salvation Army stuff. $19.37 is what I spent at Salvation Army. Picked up this vintage trucker mesh snapback hat here. This is L.A. Beer from Anheuser-Busch. Never seen a hat like that before. It's pretty cool. Let's throw this over here. Harley Davidson, just a Honolulu, Hawaii shirt. Typically, I rarely ever buy the red tag stuff, which is the expensive stuff. It was half off, so I get this for $9.99, but it's a Burberry. This should bring me 40 even up, hopefully. Time will tell. It's flip cuff, I believe. Yeah, it's good. Get the nice flip cuff there. This next one is a Patagonia air-conditioned, nice short-sleeve shirt. Nice cotton feel to it, that's for sure. And then this was the score, guys. Check this out. This is a 1990 Berlin Pink Floyd The Wall denim jacket. I watched 8 people walk right by this. It was on a rack, and I was digging through clothing, and they just brought a fresh rack out for me. And I watched 8 people dig in front of me to grab at it, and then I go over there because I always look at anything denim. I see denim, I always look at it. And it's good. It's got little markers on there to wash it up. I saw this. I'm like, home run, guys, home run. That's for sure. So 9, paid $4.50. So not too shabby. I paid a total of, you know, running on about what? So about 40 bucks today for everything you see. And again, I'll update you guys when this stuff sells. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, hit the like button. The next time I'm out of here, peace. Vlog over.